What's up guys, and welcome back to another Mega Evolution Possibilities video for Pokémon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In the first part of this mini-series, I guess you could call it, we looked at Sapphire and Swampert and what their Mega Evolutions would look like. Obviously, if you want to check that out, you just check the channel. I could put a link in the description, but I know I'll forget, so I'm not going to say I'm going to. I mean, you might as well check, just in case, but oh well. Anyway, today we're carrying on, obviously, hopefully looking at more than 2 this episode, but who knows. Looking at some more Mega Evolutions here, seeing what we think of them. As I said last episode, guys, my opinion, so don't get too angry, but there's be some hate anyway. But leave your thoughts down in the comments section, you know, what do you think of the sets I'm giving, and everything like that. So, let's just kick this off with Mega Ludicolo. So, obviously Ludicolo we know from Generation 3, you know, the home decks, as a water grass type. It looks pretty darn cool. I couldn't get any art for Mega Ludicolo, or any decent art at least, so here's a picture of Murabi. Everyone knows he's the best Ludicolo user in the world, so you can have a picture of him instead. So that's what Mega Ludicolo is going to look like, guys. Anyway, what would I imagine Mega Ludicolo to look like? I imagine it would get, maybe its hat would maybe get a bit bigger. Maybe it would sort of, just colour changes really. Maybe the pineapple on its head would get larger too, something along those lines. There's not really much you can do to Ludicolo, to be honest, without changing its whole design. Maybe it gets a bit slimmer and its arms get bigger and its legs get bigger or something like that. I don't quite know. I'm speculating here. Anyway, typing for Mega Ludicolo I would assume would just stay water grass type, because I can't really see anything happening. As I said, you can't really change him too much, so again, I don't think the typing would change very much. I mean, no, there's nothing I can think of you can do here really, because otherwise, you know, what's going to happen with Ludicolo? You can't do anything, so its typing is going to stay pretty much the same. Stat change wise for Mega Ludicolo, I predict, if there is Mega Ludicolo obviously, that the special attack and special defense rise, just to make him sort of a bulky special attacker, at least bulky especially. Those can be the main rises. Obviously you might get a slight rise in defense as well. Speed might get lowered there as well, because of the fact that if it's getting bigger, but speed might also rise if it gets smaller. It all depends on the design of the Mega Evolution, so it all makes sense in the end. But a special attack rise and a special defense rise would work quite well in my opinion. Will allow Ludicolo to sort of take more hits and bulk it out, sort of thing, and then just sort of deal out more damage as well. Ability wise for Mega Ludicolo, there's only one ability that came to mind, which was Rain Dish, which obviously, if you guys don't know, when the rain's up, it's going to heal your health points, which again, with the special defense boost there, is going to help you, be a bit more bulky in battle, allow you to stay around for a bit longer. That sort of thing is going to be really quite well. So that's what I imagine Mega Ludicolo would be, sort of a bulky special attacker with, sort of doing some decent damage, but also being able to take quite a good few hits as well as getting some health restoration from the rain, if there is rain of course. Obviously you might want to run Rain Dance on your Mega Ludicolo if there is one, I guess. But yeah, that's what I would think, you'd be running Rain Dance, or at least a Drizzle Politoed sort of thing, and that would work quite well. Anyway, there's not much more to say for Ludicolo really, since it's quite a basic Pokemon. There's not a huge amount of changes going on. So let's move on to the next Pokemon on the list, which is Mega Shiftry. Yes. So everyone knows about Shiftry, again introduced in Generation 3, Grass Dark type, so, I don't think it's unique, no, we've got Cacturne and stuff, but, it's very not unique typing. There's not many Grass Dark types is what I'm trying to say here, guys. It's not too often seen. So what would I imagine Mega Shiftry to be? Well, this art here isn't the best, but, I do quite like it there. Sort of losing the majority of its sort of the fur, the hair, the coat, whatever you want to call it there, and gaining, I don't know exactly if it would gain sort of a hat basically, but maybe getting a bit more rigid, so not rigid, crookedy, rather than being sort of, as you can see in Shiftry's original design, it's very straight, its arms are straight, it's very curved, sort of, it's nice and simple, whereas I think a Mega Shiftry would work quite well if it was sort of crooked over, sort of the arms and branches bent a bit more, and as you can see with its face in this art, looking a bit more menacing than normal Shiftry, so it's sharp teeth rather than sort of straight blunted teeth, and its eyes are looking, normal Shiftry's eyes are pretty menacing anyway, but Mega Shiftry would look pretty evil. Typing wise for Mega Shiftry, it most likely will stay Grass Dark, especially if it's getting more menacing like I'm saying. Grass Ghost is also a possibility, but we have Trevenant and Gourgeist already from Generation 6, so I doubt they would do that, but Grass is a possibility, especially if they're making it more menacing like I'm saying. My other thought though for Mega Shiftry was Grass Steel. I don't know how good a thought that is, just, I don't know, I thought maybe if it hardened up slightly it would become a Grass Steel type. Again, wheat is like Ferrothorn, weak to fire a lot. Grass Rock would also be a possibility, especially with it hardening up sort of thing, just because it's already a mainly brown Pokemon, so Rock wouldn't be too hard to integrate in that. Integrate, guys. Integrate. Anyway, let's not do that, guys. Let's not do that. Anyway, so that was my other thought for Mega Shiftry there. Stat change wise, I think its attack would increase and its defense would increase, especially if it's being a Grass Steel type. Its defense is going to go up, but definitely the attack going up, because then that will allow it to be sort of more hard hitting. You know, at the moment people run Jolly Shiftry mainly, so boosting the attack slightly would be quite helpful there, because I don't think Shiftry's attack stat is that high, or at least it's lacking in some respect. Defense rise obviously will allow you to sort of take more hits, especially if the design changes, you know, sort of, as I said, especially if it's Grass Steel type. Grass Dark could also be fairly defensive. It's going to be weak to what? Fire, fighting, flying, bug 4 times. That's the things to watch out for. So, you know, some good stat changes there. Other mini stat changes, I would see maybe special attack rising slightly, speed maybe going up a bit too. Special defense maybe going up a bit too. So not really, no huge rises and with some drops, but you know, just an overall steady increase of stats just to give it some more bulk, give it some more attacking power, stuff like that. The only ability I can think of for Mega Shiftry, however, though, is Technician. I think that would work quite well. I'm not quite sure what moves it has access to and whatever, but I think a Technician Mega Shiftry would work reasonably well, because you know, it's not got huge, powerful, hard-hitting moves. I don't think it's Leaf Storm or not, or something like that to that effect. But obviously, you know, Technician might help it with a good boost there. Knockoff, I think it gets Technician boost. I'm not sure. Would be quite good there. Assuming Shiftry gets Knockoff, I'm pretty sure it does though. But that's the only ability I could think of for Shiftry there, or for Mega Shiftry rather. So if you guys have any more suggestions or thoughts on what we could have for Mega Shiftry's ability, let me know in the comment section below, and also maybe typing as well, because I'm not too sure about that. Moving on to the next Pokemon on the list, we have a Mega Swellow. Yes, obviously normal Swellow is a normal flying type Pokemon, the bird Pokemon from Generation 3, not a 3-stage in this generation, just a 2-stage, which is slightly different. You know, you don't see that as often as, you know, the other generations, at least. Normal flying type, as I said. And I assume if Swellow got a Mega Evolution, it would look something similar to this, maybe getting a bit more regal, sort of gaining some more flowing wings, maybe get a bit more colourful. It's pretty colourful how it is now, a nice bright red, reddy purple colour, but obviously that could be expanded on. As you can see here, it's got some nice yellow on its design, so especially if it was becoming sort of a more regal bird, that would be quite nice to see some, you know, some bright colours on its design. Typing rise for Mega Swellow. I've chosen that 2 typings here. I think one's more than the other, and that's normal flying. I don't think its typing would change, but there's also the possibility I had, or the idea I've had, for being a fighting flying type. Obviously Staraptor would be the main fighting flying type for Mega Evolution. We have Hawlucha, who's a fighting flying type already, so Swellow, I don't have high hopes for being a fighting flying type, but I thought I'd include it just in case it did eventually become a possibility. Depends on design again, you know, because if it got less sleek, more bulky, fighting flying could be a possibility, but I think, you know, overall normal flying type for Mega Evolution is going to be more likely if there is Mega Evolution in the first place. Stat change wise, for Swellow is already really quite fast, so an attack boost and a speed boost is going to make it even faster, but what I did then include is a defense drop. A drop in defense, physical defense at least, maybe drop in special defense too, just to combat. It's obviously already got really high speed, so increasing its speed anymore is going to come at the cost of lowering its defense, and that would make sense, especially since then you would be sort of all that priority, I guess. Or at least ways to combat speed, ways to last for a Brave Bird and then be able to hit back with a move that's going to take it out, sort of thing. And to add onto this already fast speed with the speed boost from the Mega Evolution, we have Mega Swellow's ability here, which would be, in my opinion, Speed Boost. And again, that's going to increase that speed even higher, because, you know, if that Mega Swellow became a thing with this sort of ability and stat change or whatever, you'd have Protect, you'd have Brave Bird, you'd have Facade. No, we can't have Facade. I always say Facade, it's Tyranitar fault, guys, you can go and tell him that, it's Facade. But no, you can't have Facade because you've got no Flame Orb or Toxic Orb. Really, you can run it, but it's not going to be as helpful. So, you know, maybe Protect, Brave Bird, maybe Quick Attack, just to increase the speed, or, you know, to get that priority speed off. Maybe then Wing Attack. We've already had Brave Bird rather, not Wing Attack. Return would then be the other option there. So something similar to that, guys, maybe U-turn as well. So really, that would be a very overpowered set for Mega Swell. I don't know quite how likely it is to get all of that. You could have the speed boost ability with no speed increase and still a defense drop, just sort of make it even. It's like it'd be a glass cannon pretty much, you know. It'd be fast, it'd be hard attacking, but it'd be very, very weak. So it'd be all up to you how you use it. You have to switch it at the right times in battle. You'd have to use it at the right times. You have to know when to switch out. It would make it a very challenging Pokemon to use, in my opinion. I don't know how challenging, so you guys will have to sort of hold, you know, sort of see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's what Mega Swellow would look like. You know, very fast Pokemon, very hard hitting as well. So guys, I think that's where I'm going to end this second part of the possible Mega Evolutions list off, because I don't want these parts to be too long, because some people do complain when they are, you know, the videos are over 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to end it here, guys. We got through 3 more Pokemon today. You can join me next time when I'm looking at None Nexus's favourite Pokemon. No, not Azumarill. The other one. Guys, come on, you know this, guys. You know God. Come on, you got to come back for that, eh? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I've said, leave any thoughts you have for Mega Evolution, or for the Mega Evolutions we've seen in today's episode in the comment section below. Tell me if you've got any more suggestions for abilities for any of these, for any stat change, for any typings. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Also, drop a like if you haven't already, and I guess I'll be seeing you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.